All right, guys, we're going to look today at the Bissell PowerClean with the FurFinder tool. I'm going to show you exactly what this thing comes with, the features, how to use it, and then I'm going to show you some demos of this thing cleaning carpets and floors to show you how powerful it is. So everything you need is in the box. To assemble it, it's really easy. You just latch everything together. But of course, you can use it in many ways. So you can even just use it like this hand tool here. You can attach your various attachments and go to town with that. But there is this extension cable as well for hard to reach places, or if you want to attach the bottom motorized piece here, you can use that to put everything together into one big stick vacuum. To charge this thing, there's several options. So you can just plug in the wire through the back there behind the dustbin compartment, or you can actually just take out the battery and plug it in like so, and you could charge it that way. But this thing also does actually come with a wall mount that you can screw it into the wall, and it does come with all the things that you would need as far as hardware, and then plug it in right there, and then you can have a permanent place to store your vacuum. You can even use these guys here to store the attachments. But again, this thing is just completely optional. You don't have to use it. Speaking of charging, this thing will take 2 hours to charge fully, and it can last anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes depending on the mode that you're using. Speaking of the modes, so basically this thing comes with 2 buttons, one to power it on, and then you have your mode button, which is going to change the level of suction power for 3 different levels here, low, medium, high. And one of the really nice things is that it does lay almost flat. So as you can see here, it goes all the way down to there before it starts to lift up on the end. So fairly flat. All right, so as far as the attachments, you have your standard crevice tool here, and you can easily switch that back and forth just by pulling it out and then pushing the latch button to place it back inside like that. But of course, the star of the show is this FurFinder tool. So this is specifically designed for cleaning up pet hair. If you look at the bristles, they're longer and they're thicker. And to prevent hair wrapping on the brush roll, the bristles alternate with the strip to prevent that from happening so that you can easily clean it. And you can just take out that roller just by pushing on that button on the side there and clean it that way. And as you'll see in the demos, these things come with really powerful headlights, both the main roller here and the FurFinder. This thing is also convenient because of its width. So if you're cleaning the stairs, for example, you don't have to deal with this small area of the crevice tool. You can actually use this guy, and then that'll cover a nice wide area. Once you're done cleaning, removing the dustbin is super simple. You just press that button right there at the top, take it out. You can pull up on this handle here to remove that piece, and then you can tap this out and then empty this. Removing and cleaning the filters is also very simple. So they're just right under here. You can pull the pre-motor filter out like that. And then it comes with this handy little thing that you can use to take that out. And then this guy, the post motor, you can just twist open and pull it out like so, and then clean it. All right, so I tested this out on the carpet earlier. So as you can see here, here are the results. So even with a carpet without any apparent messes, it definitely has some strong suctioning power to lift up whatever's hiding under there. Check it out, just from that small area right there, we were able to pick up all that nastiness. So definitely powerful. Let's see how it does on the couch with the FurFinder tool. And then here's an example of the FurFinder tool. I used it on my couch. All right, so apparently no hair on that couch, but just look at the dust that's caked on to the dustbin there. You can really see just how powerful this thing is. There's some dust bunnies there as well. But, you know, this was not a dirty couch. But as you can see, the power is such that it picks up the things that you're not able to see with your own eyes. All right, so let's really put this thing to the test. So here I'm in my kitchen with a bunch of random foods on the floor, things that are a little heavier and stickier than your average dust. So I have 2 kids, so there's always food on the floor. That's why I got this thing. Let's see how it does in this situation. Pretty impressive. One pass takes care of the potato chips. Here we got some shredded lettuce. Some cheese. And then finally, strands of spaghetti here on the floor. Just like that. Just a couple passes and it took care of all of that, no problem. All right, so let's see how it does now on the carpet with the same type of foods. Let's see how well it does. There you go. As you can see, in both situations, did a really good job picking all that stuff up. All right, guys, so that was the Bissell PowerClean with the FurFinder tool. Hope that helps you make a decision on whether this is going to be right for you today, so definitely check it out.